Okay, it's his favorite part, so now we got to go and whistle. Can you whistle, Trent?
I cannot.
Oh, darn it. Lynn, can you whistle?
Barely.
Mom, can you whistle? No, none of us. We need to wet it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, that's Mama Jackie in the background. Y'all know her, y'all love her. So let me introduce you to our guest. This is Lynn Gray. So Lynn is the Defiance Ridge front of house manager. If you've never been to Defiance Ridge Vineyards, we'll talk all about it today. And then Trent is joining us as well. Trent Borland is the mixologist with Defiance Ridge. So Lynn, this is cute. I said, so Trent, what's your title? I'm just a bartender. And I erased the word just from anyone's life. There's no just in life.
No,
and I was like, you're a mixologist, like my interns are an
Yes.
apprentice.
Yes.
So we're giving different titles then. So now from here on out, introduce yourself as a mixologist.
There you go. And he is quite a mixologist.
See?
too, so.
There you go. All right, everybody. So it is Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. We are here at Defiance Ridge Vineyards every other Wednesday. If you've never been before, tell them where you're located and how long have you been here?
I've been here since before we opened. So that is going on 8 years.
Oh my gosh, is it 8 years already?
It's 8 years. So it'll be 8 years in September.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And Trent, how long have you been here?
Also the same
8?
amount. Yeah, 8 years. So I started as a dishwasher and then was
Move on
part of the
up.
kitchen staff and then moved to serving and then now do mixology.
Yeah, see? He's like, I like this, Monica. Thank you. So if you're familiar with the area, and for those of you, and we have people that watch ever since we did our big show in Fredericksburg, Texas, Jeannie's a big fan now. And I told her you got to come in and experience our wine country because we've loved your area, Fredericksburg, Texas, but you got to come here. So 94, you come on down from Highway 40, and then really, you are the very first one, right?
We're the first one on
So,
Highway 94.
Yep. So
You can't
come
miss
on
it.
by. You cannot miss them. And it's one of the most beautiful views. So if you've not been, we encourage you to come. For all of you that are just signing on, or maybe you watch this later, let us know if you've been here, if you have come recently. So what we're going to do today, because it's very hot and people think hot weather, usually a white or a rosé, even though I'm a big red fan and you know that.
You're a big red
But
girl,
I will agree with you.
Yeah.
This is not making me want to drink red wine right now.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
So you're going to introduce us to a grape that my mom said, what is it called? So it is Rayon d'Or.
Rayon d'Or, which
Mhm.
means
It means rays of gold in
Oh.
French. Yeah. So you'll notice that when we pour it out, it's got that like vibrant, bright yellow color to it. But,
Okay.
Mhm.
And this is a hybrid grape?
Yes, it's one of those French-American hybrid grapes. So it was grown a little bit in France. They don't grow it so much. You'll find it some places like in the Loire Valley or on Alsace, sort of like by the German border. But it's mostly used for blending purposes and only in very small amounts because of those laws and rules that require them to grow certain things in certain places. They can't really use it so much. So, but it does really well here. So. We get it from a great family out in Augusta.
Oh, okay.
who happen to be wine club members.
That's right. Yeah.
And
From
we
their
buy
family
from their
farm.
vineyard. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that. So yeah, if you actually type it in and you're like, what is this grape? It'll say this, from France, but then it also continues and says, but also does very well in Missouri.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Well, it's very resistant of disease and rot and mold, which you
Mhm.
know what we've been through with this
Mhm.
humidity
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks. So
Very hardy.
it's very hardy and
Yeah. And
withstands
it's
that.
Actually, it's the parent grape of two of our other big Missouri varietals of Vidal Blanc and Seyval Blanc too. So,
Love those.
mhm.
So, okay, now I was just going to ask you, if someone's just signing on and saying, oh, I've never heard of that before, sounds interesting, I'd like to try that. What's it similar to, Trent? And he just told you. So what would be the notes that we would get before we ever pour it that you can put in my mind? And then I'll
Yeah,
that's
for
the thing. Sometimes I'll ask people, what do you smell or what do you taste?
Mhm.
And then once you put it into my head,
Right.
then I get that.
Yeah, for sure. I would say this one, it's probably one of our driest of our Missouri white wine selection right now, but it's very crisp, really light, great for the summertime, but a lot of like tart peach kind of flavor, and
Mhm.
it's really like citrusy forward. So if people like, a lot of like poppy acid in their wines too, they're really going to like this. Could be for people who are like Pinot Gris style drinkers even too.
Oh, okay.
And even Sauvignon Blanc
and even
drinkers.
Sauvignon-
It's
yeah,
kind
it's
of
kind of
in that
between.
in between.
So
So much lighter. And that's the thing. When you're introducing someone to different wines and they're always like, this is all I ever drink. And they want to get out of that box. This would be a very easy drinking wine.
I think so.
I
yeah.
think so, but it's very, I mean, Missouri grapes are high in acid.
Right.
Missouri whites especially are really high, which that's what makes them such great food wines.
Okay. And so, so we're going to pair it with something today, but if they by chance don't have the opportunity to have this pairing, what other
Oh my
foods
gosh,
would you
any
say?
Fish and cheese.
I would say fish and cheese. I feel like even I like super fresh seafood or like oysters, anything that you serve like bubbly with, something like that. We're gonna try it with some fried food. I think it's gonna be really good.
Fried
with that
cheese,
too.
actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be honest here. It's
let's
fried
be real.
cheese.
Fried
Who doesn't
cheese.
love fried cheese? What kind of cheese is this, though?
It's pimento cheese.
I have not had these.
So they're fried. They're battered and fried, and then they're in a bacon jam.
Oh.
So, and the bacon
on.
jam with the pimento cheese with the Rayon Dior really
is a ray of gold.
Yes, it is. It is.
If you're just tuning
is.
in, it is our second show of the day. We were telling you all this morning, join us this afternoon if you can. Some of you might still be at work. Don't let me be the one to get you in trouble as you're looking at this while you're supposed to be working. So just watch this later. If you're driving, do not look at it, listen to it, and then come by. That's the biggest thing. Again, we'd love to have you. We're going to run through a bunch of incredible events that you have coming up, but I want to ask this because, again, as we got into the summer concert series have all been going really, really well. When it gets this hot, how is business?
It's still good,
That's
which is
a
great thing. Is a great thing. I mean, our concerts, the last two Friday nights, the one where it was 98 degrees at 108, actually was the real feel was sold out.
Oh, I love it.
We have,
Yeah,
what 650
650
And
people.
Who was this?
It was. How was it? I can't even remember.
Because they were booked with so many.
There's so many of them.
That was one of the tributes, I think. Was that the?
That's what goes really well here.
It was the Petty Cash Junction and the Anthology.
Oh, Allman Brothers
the
tribute.
Allman Brothers
Johnny
tribute.
Cash.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Johnny Cash?
And
So-
so
And so again, there's a lot still to come. We're going to run through the rest of August with you here shortly as we talk about our wine today. But yes, I know a lot of you might be like, it's hot. Do I come to the winery? Yes, you're still going to have fun. Don't stop living.
No.
Yeah.
And we have the room we're in right now is air conditioned.
Yes.
And, we were really busy today, and you have people come in, they start outside, they move on in.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a sundial here.
Well, so there's air conditioning. They've got fans going in here. One of the things, Lynn, tell them, because, we're going to do this fried cheese pairing, but your food here, because I want people to think about coming here for lunch and dinner.
It's really good. We have a great lunch menu. Everything's fresh and local. We keep it very concise so that everything's delicious. And people ask me all the time, what's good? And it's a small menu because everything's good. And we really work on that and go over it. And if things we don't think they're right, we take them off.
Yeah.
But we keep
What are your biggest sellers? Or let's do this, because I usually ask Chuck this. What are Lynn's favorite? And then I'll ask what Trent's favorites are.
What my favorites?
Yes.
Well, I'm a nibbler, so I love all the boards. Like I love the charcuterie board, the farmer's board, the cheese board, the trout board. Those are all.
amazing.
I think that's the thing to order.
Yeah.
Come
The
on
trout
here.
board?
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems
Especially
like
if you're looking to share with people, it goes great with pretty much any wine you're going to try here too. So
And can we stress this? Because some of you might go to wineries and go, okay, it's a little charcuterie board. No, it's not.
No, it's
It's
not.
massive.
Our portions are great. And our burgers are fantastic. I don't eat a burger a lot. When I do, I want it to be really good. And our burgers are fantastic.
I will agree.
Yeah.
A lot of you know my husband. He literally, we were about 30 minutes away and he goes, we're kind of close. We should go and have a burger at Defiance Ridge. I'm like, we're 30 minutes away. What are you talking about? He's like, I just want a burger.
Around the corner.
We're right around the corner.
But you can go from, our salads. We have great soups also, burgers, sandwiches. So it's a wide variety and everything is delicious.
Now, so let me ask you this, because we went to a restaurant the other day and I heard the couple next to us trying to order soup and they're like, oh, we don't have soup right now because it's hot out. I'm like, they want soup.
We have soup all the time.
See?
And as a matter of fact, during that really hot streak, our soup was beer cheese soup.
And it sold really well?
The first people in the door the other day all ordered beer cheese. It was 108 degrees, and I was like, wow. but our chefs make great soups, and people know that. So
the food is delicious. And I just want to stress that again. Great wines, award-winning wines. You just recently came off of winning.
We did, yeah. So we got 6 golds, including this Rayon Dior. That's one that we placed
congrats.
gold with. Yeah, for sure. It was, and then we had the Seyval Blanc, the Bobby Sue Rosé, which is our dry Missouri rosé, and our Pinnacle Rosé, which is the slightly sweeter version. That got gold as well, but also won best in class in the state for semi-sweet sweet rosé.
And you'll see that when you come in, by the way. I want you to walk in the door, look to the left, and you'll see all these wonderful awards hanging on the bottles. So they know what they're doing. And if you've never been here, you've got to try it out. If you, by the way, are in another state and you're thinking of coming into St. Louis, we love the tourism dollars. Come in here, you will enjoy. But don't just think of going into downtown St. Louis. Yes, support everything we have in the city, but get out and drive. The drive is absolutely beautiful. And again, if you don't realize this, we have a really wonderful wine region. For all of us that are from this area, we know
far
it.
away.
No,
it's not that. And we get people all the time.
People are from who live in the county who come out here on the weekends just to enjoy themselves. We get a mix of local people, obviously, too, but a lot of people are coming from the city on the weekends just come out here, relax. So.
And you feel like you're out on vacation, and you're not that far away. It's so
40
beautiful.
Minutes, 30 minutes or something.
Well, and here's the great thing: if you are one that likes to hike or you like to go bike riding, the Katy Trail is right around the corner,
right at the bottom of our driveway.
Yes.
So, and there's a sign on the Katy Trail, so we get a lot of bikers that come on.
That says,
up
"Come on over."
Yeah, yeah. We've got bike racks out in front, and they come on up, and it's a good.
What about so? Are there more and more people that are opening up? Like bed and breakfasts and Airbnbs for them to stay?
Yeah, we have some local bed and breakfasts right down the street. We have some Airbnbs also right at the bottom of the hill.
Perfect.
To the right. So there's quite a few.
Make it a staycation. That's what a lot of people like to do. So yes, if you're coming in from out of town, wonderful. Otherwise, for those of you that just need to get away, the kids are getting ready to go back to school. Mom and dad need a break.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is a good place for you to think about maybe for a weekend. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. So when we come back, we're going to try this. I tried this, but it's been a long time. So Lynn and Trent actually chose this because Chuck is out of town. You want to tell them where he is?
Oh, he had surgery actually today.
Oh, he is back now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he went to the Rhine River though.
He did.
And then today was the actual day of the surgery? Okay, I knew it was right around the corner.
Yeah.
All right, our well wishes to Chuck, shoulder surgery, right?
Yes.
That is hard to come back from. Mom, I know, right? But that's interesting because today's show was all about pay attention to the doctor, pay attention to the physical therapist, do all the things they tell you to do so you come back right. Don't rush it, Chuck.
Yes, and he tends to do that
sometimes
after surgery. So
he's going to be back trying to do the lawn quick.
That's right. Like you have to behave.
No. Okay, so I hope you had a great time on your trip. Now heal well, my friend, and we will see you very soon. But in place, again, Trent Borland and Lynn Gray filling in. We're going to be featuring one of their favorites. They got to choose the one today. So Rayon d'Or. What year is this, by the way?
24.
2024? Okay, so we're going to try it, and then come on, I said this. Who doesn't love fried cheese? Fried cheese, that is what we're going to put together with the Rayon d'Or. We'll have the tasting when we return. Welcome to the mobile Monica version of the Real Monica Adams Show at my favorite restaurant. There's something about a coffee house that's just very warm and welcoming.
Gives you that sense of community.
What are you most proud of since you've opened it?
I cry easily. I'm thankful for everybody here.
You opened the door during the middle of the pandemic. You got the best Italian restaurant in the United States. Here in St. Louis, you put us on the map. Does it scare you? You go through fear?
Terrifying.
So how do you get past the fear?
We find something to laugh about.
And we are back, and welcome. It is Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, and today we've got Lynn and Trent joining me from Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Now we're talking about this wine. If you wanted to know what are they talking about, there it is. There's the label for you, Rayon d'Or. And we've talked to you about what the flavor profile would be and what some of the good pairings would be. So we're going to swirl around. Color-wise, golden. So Trent told us what Rayon d'Or stands for. Mm-hmm. It is the ray of gold.
It is.
Now, each of us will probably pull something different. Mommy Jackie's got a little bit over there. So what do you all smell in this first? Oh, pear.
I do smell pear, and I get a lot of like grilled pineapple because you get a little bit of that.
Look at her getting fancy.
You get a little bit
Lynn's
of
bougie.
that spice. You know, it's embarrassing sometimes saying these things because people go, what's the difference between the grilled pineapple and the fresh pineapple? But they smell different.
Oh, sure.
Because you're getting that little bit, it's a little bit spicy. And you get that spice from that.
Oh, it smells amazing. This
Isn't
is
it?
summer in a glass.
Yeah. It's
Trent,
really
what are you smelling here?
I feel like to me, I get like a little bit of those peels, kind of those citrusy peels to it too.
Okay.
Kind of that, pithy citrus piths kind of.
So here's the thing. I want to figure out a way, and somebody came up with this idea the other day when we were doing a Foodie Friday. They're like, you know what a good idea would be, that you guys know these again, with our food dishes, and now with our wine idea of what we're going to be featuring, and then people can order and then have it delivered and then do the tasting with us at home.
That's fun.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So these are future ideas for our Wet Your Whistle. So yes. So definitely citrusy, pear, pineapple. Okay. Now smelling, now we go to taste. So what do you taste in this? That Lynn was saying earlier a little bit about the acid. Yes. But not so acidic that it's off-putting.
Not at all. And it goes on
Oh,
and
it's
on
really-
and on
Yes.
and on. The finish goes on forever.
So for those of you that are, new to drinking wine, sometimes it's, it went away. It was like there and gone. This continues to
I mean, it's
give you
still
more.
there.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
there.
What do you taste in it, Trent?
I'll give it another sip here too.
Yeah. And again, we're doing this before we pair it with any food, because once we introduce food,
Oh yeah.
it changes.
It changes everything.
Okay, what do you taste there?
I feel like I said earlier, to me, the like lemon, that lemony
Lemony?
brightness, yeah,
Okay.
which
This
I think
is
why
great.
would go great with the fried when we try it with the
Yeah.
fried food.
So this to me, for those of you that do want to sit outside by water, this is a phenomenal
Oh, yeah.
poolside wine.
Definitely.
How come I haven't? Okay, you all know I'm a red wine drinker, but this
Because
this
it
is
is so obscure.
is this a
It
red
is.
wine drinker's white?
Well, it could be.
It is. We're saying yes. This afternoon, again, a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. And we love having you on. If you're brand new to the show, we do these for you every other Wednesday. When you come in, if you've got a favorite wine that we haven't featured and you want to know a little bit more about it, let us know. We'd love to break that down for you. Okay, so if you didn't hear us earlier, the food we are pairing with this. And have you had this on the menu the entire
They've
time?
been-
Or these are
no,
newer?
Kind of a relatively new addition. I feel like within the past year, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
It's kind
past
of a new
year.
starter
So they're
for us.
Fried cheese.
pimento cheese fritters in a bacon jam.
Okay, come on.
So how
Yeah.
can that be bad?
Let's
There's
give a
nothing
shout
bad
out
there.
to your kitchen, because they really are amazing.
Yeah, they are. They do a great job. And our volume is so high, and it's amazing sometimes what they get out of that kitchen. We have 2,000 people here sometimes on a Saturday or a Sunday. And again, why we try to keep our menu so concise and in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because turning
Yeah.
so many things
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So let's give a rundown for those that have not been here, the hours. So you are open later on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Yes. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we're open for dinner. We're open till 9. Our kitchen is open until 8. So we open every day at 11 o'clock, every day of the week, year round.
Yeah. Are there any days you're closed?
No. No.
365 days of wine.
Oh, well, yes. No. Thanksgiving,
Christmas.
Thanksgiving,
Christmas.
Christmas Eve, and Christmas.
And what about New
And
Year's Eve or New Year's Day? Are you open on those?
We are not at night for New Year's Eve. We're open in the day usually.
And then closed on New Year's Day?
New Year's Day, I can't.
we're
I
usually
think
open.
we are
You are
open.
open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make a resolution to
start
have
your
more
year.
wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those of you that are like, oh, I want to lose weight.
No.
Make a
Get
resolution
right
to
back
drink
in
more
there.
wine and support small business.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the pairing. If you have any questions for us, by the way, while we're live or later when you watch this, please feel free to drop it in or do a little hashtag replay. All right, are we going to put this on a plate, or are we just going to take it with our hands?
No.
All right, we're not going to do that. Mom taught us right. All right, I want to fall off my chair here. Let me see. Jeannie said cheers. Jeannie is the one watching from Texas. I'm telling you, she's such a diehard. Jeannie, from what we've been describing in this wine, do you have something similar there in Fredericksburg, Texas, that you think we need to try when we come back to Texas again? Because we really did. Have the two of you ever been to Fredericksburg or even heard of Fredericksburg?
I've heard of it. Yes.
I
That
had
wine
not heard
region
of it.
is-
Yes.
Is really booming,
It is. They're calling it like the next Napa Valley.
It's booming.
So Jeannie, come here to us, and then we'll come back and visit you again. Okay, so this is when you come. Try this out on their menu: fried pimento in a bacon jam. Is that scallions that's in there also?
Yes. Yeah.
Look at this. Doesn't that look yummy? It smells incredible.
It is.
And
And they're very rich. I mean, they are very rich. So that's part of why this wine's so good with them, because it cuts through that.
Oh my gosh.
That acid is so great with anything fried or cheesy.
I'm going to show you this. They look beautiful, first of all. Oh, there goes the fork. Can you all see? There you go. Fried pimento cheese with, bacon jam. That bacon is rich And yeah, I can see you guys are good at pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the bacon jam, it has there is a lot of sweetness there. So I feel like this also kind of helps cut back on the sweetness of that jam too, and helps balance it out.
It's really good together.
I feel like this wine too, the saltiness of the bacon and the Fredder too,
Perfect
this
pairing.
could hold up to a little kind of,
Watch out, Chuck. I think
dishes
this
as
might be one of my favorite pairings. He's like, I'm losing my job.
No, he knows.
Lynn's like, nope.
No, we like.
I've known Lynn for a long time. You've never done this show with me. She's
I
going to
have
be like
not.
one and done.
I have not. No, but no,
What do you-
pairing is one of my favorite things to do.
Oh.
So we do all the farmhouse dinner pairings and any kind of pairings we have. I love doing it. Trent's great at it. Chuck's great at it. Chuck and I have done it together so long, and we have pretty much the same palate.
Yeah.
So it makes it very easy for us to
say this works, this doesn't.
This works, this doesn't. Yeah.
We're going to talk about some of the things coming up for August, by the way. And those farmhouse dinners that we're discussing with you are super popular. Those tickets go on sale. Some of them sell out like that. So I know I saw beyond August, those of you that have been like, I don't know, I'm not a Norton fan. Chuck has been introducing us to Nortons. He loves Nortons.
People love or hate Norton. They do.
I will say he is the only one that has gotten me to like the Nortons that you guys have here.
You have to look at it differently, and especially for you because you're
I
a
know.
big red girl.
Yep.
So you're drinking these big, robust
California
cabs with tons of tannins in them. And then you look at a Norton, and it's confusing because
it does confuse me.
It looks like a big, heavy red, and then you taste it, and it still has that acid. Again, it's a Missouri grape, and they're acidic, and we're not used to that in a red, like a California cab.
See, and we would confuse the heck, Jeannie. I'll get your questions in just a second. I don't know that you have anything in Fredericksburg that's similar to it. I can't liken it to anything else.
Well, you can't, because people do that all the time and say, what's a Missouri grape that's similar to a cab? And it's like, there's not.
No.
What's a California grape that's similar to a Norton? They're not. They're different. They're different fruit.
Yes.
And I often tell people at the tasting bar, it's like, apples. So Granny Smith doesn't taste like a Red Delicious, doesn't taste like a Golden Delicious, doesn't taste like they're all grapes, but they taste totally different.
Totally different. And so Jeannie, we have different climate here. We have different soil here. That's why everything is so different. So you just have to come and try it. I mean, plain and simple. That's what you have to do. So Jeannie asked, do you have a sparkling wine?
We don't make a sparkling wine.
Okay.
We have sparkling wines that are from our West Coast. We have West Coast wines as well as our Missouri wines because we try to have something for everybody. So we do have sparklings. We have a Brut and a Brut Rosé.
Which are delicious.
They are delicious. And then we have an off-dry sparkling and a sweet peach mango and a Moscato. So we have plenty of bubbles, but we don't make them. Mm-hmm.
And then perfect, because she just said it. Are Missouri grapes more sweet? See, that's a good question. It depends on the wine.
Right. And it depends. That question's, it depends when you pick your grapes.
Yep.
So, and how you're making,
the winemaker.
The winemaker,
the facility and the winemaker and your fruit and all those different things.
What do you drink, Jeannie, by the way? I don't think we've ever asked you that. What do you like there? Let's see. I'm trying to venture into white wines. I'm also a red wine drinker. Fredericksburg has a lot of whites. I'm a champagne drinker. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're trying to introduce someone who heavily drinks red wine into whites. I will say though, Jeannie, tell us this. Did you start white, go to red and didn't come back? Because I was always a white wine drinker. And then I switched to red.
And then all of a sudden you went.
Yes.
And you didn't go back.
My brother, who I think my brother Craig.
Brother, yeah.
So my brother is the one who introduced me many, many years ago, and he's like, I'm gonna introduce you to the dark side, right? So he introduced me to red wines, and I fell in love. I'm not saying I don't like whites. I do, and when it's hot, I do agree that I have to drink white wines, right? I think red wine is just amazing. But so you want to do both though. So I will go to wine dinners, which is why I love coming
That's
to.
What's so fun about doing the pairings, because sometimes it's not something that you would want to order, and then you taste it with something that it's paired with, and it's like, oh, holy cow,
Right.
like
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah,
Actually, what you all have done here with the dinners is made me fall in love with whites all over again,
Mhm.
because I'm always, Mom, I'm always buying red wines. I've got all these whites sitting in our wine
Right.
cooler. I'm like, I need to drink these white wines, have people over by the pool, but you get reintroduced and go, oh my gosh, I don't know
Right.
why I've lost my
Yeah,
love
yeah.
for whites, right?
Do you see
Right.
yourself going back to white wine?
I think what I
Mainly.
need to do is do more of both, right?
Yeah.
Not just always
Right.
be drinking reds.
Yeah.
right.
Um,
Because you get
equal.
in that niche of this is what I like,
Yes.
and then you start having it with things that it doesn't go with,
Exactly.
but you love that and you love this.
Yes.
We did a dinner once years ago we did a good and a bad pairing.
That's
it was
very smart.
It was really fun.
I want to be introduced to that.
Yeah.
That is a
It-
great idea.
It was really fun and people were blown away because it's like, yes, and you see that difference then.
And you're like, I just ruined this wine because this food is not right for
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't
Yeah.
taste right. It
Oh my
totally.
gosh, Lynn, please do that again.
It totally turns the tables.
That is a
but-
great idea, because here's the deal. There's a lot of you. My sister-in-law used to be one of them. She used to say, I don't get what you guys are talking about. It does not change. And I go, what?
Oh yeah.
She's like, you guys tell me that food changes wine. I go, it does. It all, you try it first, then introduce food to it. The whole flavor profile should
Oh,
change.
yeah,
no,
totally.
She finally got it
Yeah.
after a little while. But like, I enjoy blind wine tastings. Those
Yes.
are always fun to do, but I've never
Yes.
done that. A bad pairing and a good pairing. That is a great idea. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it was
please do it
very,
again.
very
Please,
fun.
please do it again. If you're just tuning in, again, we are at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Now, a little bit more of you might be heading home from work. Or again, for those of you that have never seen the show before, every other Wednesday, we are here at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. Go online to defianceridgevineyards.com. Find out about all the great things that they have coming up. Let's run through some of these as we are talking about the Rayon d'Or. That's the wine that we are featuring today. So you've got a packed rest of the August. You have a lot of private events
We
on
do.
Fridays, right?
We do. Well, we
Or
have the concert. The concert
Yeah.
series
Yeah.
goes all the way through October.
October?
So,
Okay. So summer concert series. This one is, I would think, a really good attended one. Bushwhacks.
mhm. All of them are
Oh, yeah.
really, really well attended, actually.
Mhm.
And we love Charles Glenn. I miss Charles singing the national anthem at the Blues games.
Yes.
I mean,
No,
he
he is amazing, and his wife is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, she is incredible.
She
so
brings out the violin and
yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
think I know
Oh,
her.
Yeah.
she
Oh,
is
she's lovely.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we
Oh.
love having them.
Okay, so we're just running through again. You can see this on their calendar of events if you want to know what's coming up. They have I've been asking Chuck how these have been going, the Sunday Bubble Brunch.
Yeah, it's great. It's a la carte brunch menu that's added with our lunch menu, so you can order. It's not a buffet.
And you what time do you open up? 11?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just run them as like, a la carte brunch specials. So,
Smart.
yeah.
Mhm.
do-
Come,
So they
got
can
a
go
really
to
good
church
breakfast-
and then come over
got
here.
a really good
Yeah.
breakfast burrito.
Yeah,
The
That
breakfast
sounds
burrito's
good.
delicious.
Oh, look,
yeah.
he evidently loves that one.
Yeah.
Fanfare's coming up. Okay, tell me about the Mediterranean Farmhouse Dinner.
so that's next. Is that next?
That's on the
Wednesday?
13th.
Mm-hmm. That's next Wednesday.
Are there
so
still
it's a
tickets?
5-course. There are still tickets to that.
Okay,
Um,
so get your tickets. That sounds like a good one. I love Mediterranean
Yeah.
food.
it should be.
And then the summer concert series, Magic Man. Oh, come on, the Music of Hearts.
Yeah,
You have some really great ones coming up.
really great bands.
I
yeah.
looked. I think it's into October, so that's the thing. We're just looking
It
at some of this
does.
stuff.
And then we have live music every Saturday and Sunday year round from 1 to 4.
I think in October you have Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I have that right here.
I
It
want to come
is-
to that one. I think is that
It's-
September? Oh, it's October.
It's October 10th.
Okay. All right. So that one I would think will sell really, really well. That just
Yes.
sounds like a lot of fun. Again, the other thing that we talk about a lot is the trivia nights that sell really well.
Yes.
Do you have tickets for the movie trivia still available?
We do.
Okay.
We have a couple of these. We typically do the trivia nights in the winter
Mm-hmm.
through starting like in January, February, March. We had a couple open Saturday nights coming up, so we put trivia in, and so yeah, they're selling well.
They're huge. And what's this? A grown-up book fair?
It
I was like, wait, what?
it's a partnership with I can't think of the name of them.
I've not. Is this
it
the
Main
first?
Is it Main Street Books?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
down in Main Street,
Yes.
St.
Is this the
Charles,
first time you've held
No,
that?
we did it before, and we had about 350 people.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Yeah.
their event, and they have it here in our facility.
Okay.
They set up tables and bring in all kinds of new stuff, and I think they typically bring in maybe like a guest speaker, or they just talk about like new additions and stuff like that, and then enjoy the food and wine.
Grown up, it's not an adult book fair.
No,
we're grown up. Are we ever grown up? We're kids.
It's not a kids book fair.
All right, so all these things, that was just the month of August. So go to their website to find out the other wonderful events that they have on. Like we said, continuing through the summer, we get into fall. Again, my favorite time to go to winery is fall. That's when I transition back, by the way, Trent, to the red wine.
To the reds. So most of us do.
Yeah. Let's see. Did I get all of yours? Yes. Cheers to you, Richard. Bottoms up. Love Brut. Okay, she said, I like Pinot Noir blends. I'm a big red wine blend. But this, if you are just tuning in, is Rayon d'Or. This is a hybrid. And if you've never heard of it before, how many wineries in our area actually serve this?
There's a one called Blumenhof, and they have a few acres there.
Okay.
But that's really the only
So
main other example I've seen. I feel like as
so.
of right now, I think maybe the Mount Pleasant or...
I think at one time they did many years ago.
I think you're the only ones that I had ever had it at.
Yeah.
So see, unique. I like that you all picked this.
It is very unique.
It was cute because we knew that Chuck was out and he's like, it's up to you guys. And they're like, we want to do Rayon d'Or. And he goes, it's your week.
Well, especially because it just won the gold medal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we just thought it is obscure and most people haven't heard about it. And it's
Good.
delicious.
What do you think, Mom?
It's
Just
delicious.
off camera. Yes,
Yeah.
you like it? Easy drinking.
It is easy.
So I would be
really clean.
shocked.
It's so clean.
It
For
is
people
very-
who like those like super like racy clean white wines.
Yes,
this would be
this
their
is it.
style.
Okay, I don't know. This might be my favorite white you guys have ever had me try. So when you come here, ask for Rayon d'Or. Here's the bottle, by the way. And Trent, you said it's 2024?
2024.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, I would be shocked if you find someone who doesn't like this. This is just one of those, we hate to use the word perfect. Tomorrow we have positive talk time, and Jessica Cook always says, sometimes you just find that unicorn dog that you want to say is the most perfect dog ever. This might be the most perfect white wine I've ever tried. I'm in love with this for sure. Let's see. We definitely do both. Okay, but more red wine in the wintertime. Yes. What is it about the fact that it's
just
seasonal?
It's cold and you
just
don't want a cold.
warm.
Yeah, you
Warm it
want
up.
the warm.
Yeah.
I love reds and whites, but I honestly drink more whites just because if I go home and I'm, cooking or working on something, I pour myself a glass of white wine. I don't typically open those big, luscious reds unless I'm sharing them with someone.
Okay.
For me,
I
they're
agree.
more
Yeah.
like you want people to share those. But if you give me a glass of red and a glass of white and then you smell the red, I want to dive in the red. Like you smell that red and it's like, oh my gosh,
There's so much.
There's so
That's
much
a good
going
point, Lynn. You
on.
know what? You're right. So if I come home and I'm involved in working or whatever, if I open up a bottle of red wine, the whole wine is going to sit there and wait because I'm not going to drink the whole bottle. I might have a glass of it, but yes, you're right.
And I feel like in the wintertime too, you're making food that is, more appropriate to also drink with red wine, a little, warmer winter stuff, winter vegetables, more,
This bottle would be in trouble. I might drink this whole thing by myself. It's that easy.
But when you bring out the grill and you got fresh,
Yeah.
fresh summer vegetables, you reach for something like this.
Oh, that's a good point. So grilling vegetables with this would be really good. Like some, what do you think?
I think
Zucchini,
so, yeah.
squash?
Oh,
Yeah, any
definitely.
sort of fresh
Mhm.
summer
Okay.
vegetables,
See?
so, yeah.
So we talked about some seafood earlier. We talked about maybe, what about a pasta? What pasta could we do with this?
I think this could go either way, where it could go with like a more
An
like
Alfredo, like
I
a
was,
white sauce.
I think
yeah.
a heavier, like a
Okay.
more heavier white sauce, or even if you went with like a leaner pasta that had some of those like fresh vegetables in there, more like a
So what?
fresh.
Lynn brought up a good
oil-based
point.
sauce. I think you could do either one. But-
Good pairing, bad pairing. So if we put this with a marinara, or if we put this with heavy garlic and olive oil, it would go wrong.
I think it would taste metallic.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think
good
that
point.
I think that it could get a little tangy and metallic tasting.
okay.
And then sometimes if you do a pairing that's not right, either the food or the wine takes over.
Yes.
So
They
don't.
fight with each other,
They're
right?
supposed to marry and make the food.
Don't get a
supposed to
divorce.
Make the wine better.
Yeah.
The wine's supposed to make the food better,
That's right.
and sometimes they cancel each other out. So
Yeah.
And that's what I know Lynn mentioned earlier, because the Missouri wines have so much acid in them. They make great food wines.
Oh, they're
just
great
because
food wines.
it's perfect to add a little bit of acid to pair with your food, but also it helps them not get buried underneath the
Yes.
food you're tasting. It helps them kind of sing out with the food and not just kind of fall underneath the food.
So look, all of you, and if you want to, stop on by and pick some up, bring it home. And if you're going to have your own, get together, this is one of those wines that everyone that you introduce it to is going to fall in love with it. They're going to be like, okay, where'd you get this? I need to get more of this. Hello, Todd, watching from Las Vegas. Defiance, yes. Do any of you chill red in the summer? Okay, well, you tell them what the proper temperature is of red wine. When you are actually, here's the thing. There's a lot of people that are like, there's a few things that we haven't talked about in the past, or did talk about in the past, but haven't talked about in a while, I should say, with Chuck, as far as how they store it.
Yeah.
And if they are not because some people are like, oh, wait, I thought red wine was supposed to be at room temperature. If someone served it to me that way, I am not a fan of it.
It should be a little bit
chilly.
It should be like, cellar temperature, but
Which is what, Trent?
should be about around 60, 60 degrees. But typically what I do is if I have like a bottle of red wine that's been, sitting in my pantry, or it's, maybe a little bit warm out, I'll typically put it in the fridge for maybe like 10 minutes beforehand.
Me too.
10 to 15, and then take it out and then enjoy it there.
Uh-oh.
So
there goes my cheese.
you want it to, you want it to be cool, but you don't want it to be, some people here will get buckets of, put their stuff in a bucket of ice too, which,
Well, I mean,
It's to each his own, but
exactly.
but people have white wines that are too chilled also.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
I take my white wine out of the fridge and then wait, that 10
They
to
have it
20
too
minute
cold.
window.
the colder it is,
before I
the
drink
less
it.
you can taste it.
Yeah, it needs to
so you need
open
to
up a little bit. Yeah.
bring that down a little bit too.
So if someone, yes, perfect. I do the same. Okay. Yes. For me, again, if I just went and picked something up from the store and I'm like, I can't wait to try this, I will do the exact same trend.
Right.
It'll be like, let's put it in for just a little bit. I'm just not a fan of warm red wine, but like you go back in history and people are like, oh, Chianti at the table. And I'm like, dry red wine doesn't do it for me. Really hot, dry wine, right?
Right.
So for all of you that maybe you didn't get introduced to that, once you actually have a red wine at the temperature it's supposed to be, it will blow your mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's when I became a red wine drinker.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I thought I didn't like red
Yeah.
wine because it was like warm
Yeah.
and
same
dry.
To people who, are trying white wines. They're like, oh, I'm not a white wine person. I don't get as much out of them as I do reds. Try drinking them a little less cold.
They're
and
drinking it
they'll
way
open
too
up.
cold.
Yeah. They'll open up way more.
Now I have to admit the only thing that I do like really cold is champagne and
Champagne.
sparklings. Yeah.
Okay.
I want those to be
Yes, that's
icy cold.
So when you have these dinners, these farmhouse dinners that you do you ever have bubbles? Do you start with bubbles before they
a lot
get?
of times we do. Yeah, we do a lot of pairing with bubbles.
yeah.
Sometimes for
So
dessert too,
Yeah,
because
it's
depending
usually
on what you're.
at the beginning or at the
The
end.
end.
It's kind of
Some of these wine dinners, do you also do? Because that I'll look at pairings and go, oh my gosh, I love the fact that we're not ending with something crazy sweet. We're actually ending with cheese.
Right, we do that. We do.
That's
that
probably
often.
one of my favorite pairings. So all of you, again, thanks for the questions and the comments. Keep them coming as we wrap up, and then introduce yourself once you come. Tell your friends, your family, share this show with your followers as well. Let them be introduced, if they've never been introduced before, to Defiance Ridge Vineyards. So one more time, Lynn, tell them where you're located, and then you can follow them online as well.
Yep, Defiance, Missouri. We're right on Highway 94. We are the first winery that you get to. It's about, I would say, 8 miles from the highway, and we're up on the hill. It's 2711 Highway 94, and you can't miss us.
Beautiful. Now, if you're coming the other way, if you're coming from Washington, it's the last one.
Yes, correct. Correct. Yes.
Either way, though, take that trip on 94 and just enjoy. One of the things that I love that Chuck always says is, look, we're all about supporting all of the businesses, all the wineries. So try them out.
We're like, especially when people are kind of doing the wine trail here, because we're so close to, Highway 64. We're a great stop to make your first stop.
Yes.
But we also get a lot of people who go
You're
the
the
other
last?
way from Augusta and then
And
come
then
as our
come
last
back.
stop. So, we kind of fit into anyone's schedule on their wine trail.
Just
So,
make it a stop. That's the thing. And so again, if you're traveling in, remember them. That's the thing. You want to put this on your list. You'll have so much fun. Wish I wasn't so far. You just have to come in, Jeannie. We came to Texas. Now you got to come see us. Well, cheers, both of you.
Yes,
Thank you so
cheers.
much for joining us. And again, Rayon Dior, try it. Get the fried pimento cheese. This is a phenomenal pairing. Good job. I'm sorry, Chuck. This might be one of my favorites. If somebody wanted to do this with meat, would they do would you do pork? What do you think would be
pork?
maybe?
You could do this with pork.
Because I know we said fish and we did some pasta.
I think if you did it, you'd want to keep it, I feel like, a little bit, lighter in your preparation.
Or chicken? Would chicken be okay?
Grilled chicken would be great.
Grilled chicken
would be fantastic.
All right. Here's what I want you to do, because we still have a lot of summer left. Pick up a bottle, pick up a few, bring it home as you have, if you've got a pool. I told you this is a phenomenal pool wine for you. And then think about some of the pairings that we talked about today. Have a final end of summer party, or maybe right before you get ready to close the pool right around Labor Day. You will not go wrong with this one. Trent, Lynn, you're welcome back on the show anytime. Chuck, love you. Hope you heal well. Please listen to the doctors, listen to the physical therapists. Trust me, I've been there. I know you have to listen to them, and then you'll be back. I hope he's listening, or he's on some good drugs.
Yeah. I don't think he's listening yet.
Sleep, my friend, sleep. All right, everybody. Love you all. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be with the dogs. The show's going to the dogs. Nice. Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescue. Support them. Wow. Yes, when it's time to adopt a dog, remember them. Jessica Cook is just incredible. And so we'll visit with her tomorrow in a segment we call Positive Talk Time. And then on Friday, it's Friendship Friday with our wonderful Dot Fleshman with Coldwell Banker Gundaker. And then our Foodie Friday feature with my interns. Yes, Hayden and Gabriel were going to join us, and we're going to make banana bread. So a lot of great things still coming up on the show. Love you all. Have a wonderful one. And cheers to you. Go wet your whistle.